you out of pocket. Who you think they come up?
Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Dolphins and the 49ers. All that and more coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready, go.
On the counter, it's Vaughn. They find some open field here. There he goes. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the 49ers have struck quickly here in the opening minute of this Super Bowl. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Niners 7, Dolphins.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he's dropped at the 18.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go. Edo blue. Black Ultra.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
Black shot. Ready.
Back to throw. Williams flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it will come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up first and 10. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll go again with Patterson. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down and a 14-yard pickup.
And the Dolphins first down.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Patterson on the draw. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Ready.
Now Williams off the play fake, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Blaster, 6. Ready?
Looking to throw. Williams. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down. Touchdown! Cordero Patterson from 21 yards away. And the Dolphins are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Makes the score Niners 14, Dolphins 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Come on.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Bronco
Partner,
switch.
coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
65, 19 Lions. Check it.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 19-yard line.
One quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 14-7 is the score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports.
Stephanie.
Vaughn on the handoff. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
It's a gain of 2. another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Ready up.
Here's a handoff to Vaughn. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Niners continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7.
21. Dolphins 7. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set. Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Claws ready. Set.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And the Dolphins first down.
Ready.
Back to throw. Williams. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Set. Cut.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
Patterson, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 7.
Looking to throw. Williams. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
At the 14-yard line. A gain of only a yard.
They'll go. It's Patterson. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Here we go. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
2nd and 1. He finds his man complete. It's Vaughn. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
70 Lions. Ready.
They'll run here with Vaughn. 126 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the 49ers are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Dolphins 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more amped.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 33. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do. Try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
47-yard line.
So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Williams throwing to start the drive. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Ready?
Operating from the gun, Williams. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
6, mega, Rello, 6.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Hurry.
And the Dolphins first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Patterson. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Williams. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Off play action, Williams. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll try and run right on the option. Now the pitch comes to Vaughn. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Vaughn. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
24 yards. That's good for the Dolphins. First down.
Here's Williams. Off play action. That's into the hands of his tight end Bates. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, Williams. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Back at the 40-yard line.
I just scraped it off the top, put it on the road, out the turf, out the block. Was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental line. Whenever she calls, the what I gotta do, I'm moving with a two, I paid it out the foot.
Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley, white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with Oxy. I miscount cause I'm off yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody.
I just scraped it off the top. Cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two. I paid it out of full.
New toys, convoy, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free, that's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm the connect, my boy. Off the top,
I just scraped it off the top. Cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two. I paid it out of full. Yeah.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big bitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent and sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time in it. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Run it up, 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 run it up. You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time in it. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
It's alright, man. Cool. I been going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zoom, I'm gone. When the members on and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boost
a party wanna come to town. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be
Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57. And this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Dolphins and the Niners, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, I knew I forgot to ask a question when we sat with the coaches about just how aggressive will you be bringing a ball out of the end zone, and what's the green light for your returner? In this case, it should have been a red light. Should have stayed in the end zone. Terrible field position to start this drive.
And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the 49ers have struck quickly here in the opening minute of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Dolphins nothing. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Well, partner, this is where I need the color commentator. I'm not sure what to say about that one.
Hey, you and me both, my man. Let's just let that one go and move on.
Lightning 18. Bronco 80. Ready.
On the ground with Vaughn. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Back to throw here. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the 49ers will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Niners 14. Dolphins.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
25-yard line.
Ready, ready. Ready.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive goes for 14 and a first down.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On first down, going back to Patterson. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
On the ball. Hey, don't steal.
First down.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Okay, ready?
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Ready.
Off play action. Williams being chased out left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Kane complete. And the Niners are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Vaughn is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try again. But he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Sly able to put this one through, and that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Vaughn. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Let's go now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
Again, a run with Vaughn. down at the 35. It'll be second down.
22, the ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Bulldozes past him. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
Made his first. This now from 46 yards away.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On the double.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And this is caught inside the 5.
Ready.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Patterson.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
At the 49ers' 6-yard line.
Back to throw. Williams. And that's incomplete.
I think someone's going to get in the QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the 2nd person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, 2nd drive, not much better. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards brings up 4th and goal.
Drill green. Field black. Set.
Williams now throwing on 4th down. Touchdown Dolphins. Cordero Patterson from 3 yards out.
And the Dolphins are on the board here in this Super Bowl.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
20, Dolphins 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Okay, break.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3.
Not one that I've ever met.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Cowboy 80.
On second down, it's Vaughn. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This one swung out to Vaughn. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Oh, what a move. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 57 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Fury, yellow. Red, cycle. Claude red. Hut.
Now Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Red.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Slide blue. Set cut.
Williams throwing on 1st down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Yellow, go. Black ultra. Cut.
On 4th down, Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
15 seconds to go in this first half. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through. This will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Go red. 6, mega. Red, yellow. Ready.
Here's Williams. A final shot before break. Oh, Brown, a nice catch. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Fields it right around the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, 49ers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Slide for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Niners 27, Dolphins 7. Joey Sly set to kick off.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Ready.
Second half will start with a run by Patterson. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And Ingram hauls it in. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Williams. And he comes back with one complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run with Patterson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Yellow. Red. Cycle. Claws red.
Williams now. Throwing again. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Now Williams on 3rd down, and he'll complete this one to Patterson. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. Williams throwing on 4th down. Completes it to Samuel. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And Brown's got it for a Dolphins touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins get a bit closer.
The kicker on for the point after.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts this lead down to 13.
Niners 27, Dolphins 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The 40. 20. He will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
I can't help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
34, Dolphins 14. Jody Sly set to kick off.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And the Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 46.
Off the play fake. Williams. A throw left side caught here by the tight end Bates. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
97 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw. Williams. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's Williams. Going to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. The 20, 10. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Jody Sly set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
First down.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here in Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Back to throw. Williams. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And Brown's got it for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Smash!
On first down, they go back to Vaughn again. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the counter, it's Vaughn. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Looking to throw. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
They're bringing us about right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Kane. And he is going to have a Niners first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there
37 yards. And the 49ers are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Ready?
Williams now looking to throw on 2nd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up
back to throw. Williams. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now the try here for the point after. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Niners 48, Dolphins 27.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.